Learning how to be more social will improve the quality of your life. You'll be able to make friends, attract a quality partner, and advance in your career much faster. Today, I want to share with you the exact same process that I've used to overcome my shyness and become more outgoing. Tip number 1 is to like yourself first. Most people who struggle socially don't treat themselves well. Whenever they make a mistake, they speak to themselves in a very demeaning way. Now let me ask you a question. If you talk to others the way you talk to yourself right now, would you still have friends? If the answer is no, then you need to practice self-compassion. Remember, it'll be hard to come across as a charismatic person if you don't feel good about who you are. That being said, make sure you speak to yourself the same way you would to a good friend. Be more encouraging and remind yourself that you're doing the best you could with what you know. By having a more positive self-dialogue, you'll feel much better about who you are. You'll be able to validate yourself and not seek approval from others. As a result, you'll feel relaxed around people and be able to show your true personality more. Tip number 2 is to set specific goals. As the saying goes, you become the average of the people you spend the most time with. Eventually, their mindsets and behaviors will rub off on you. If you're wondering how to be more social, you need to set specific goals first. Before you start putting yourself out there, you need to identify the type of people you would like to meet. If you're not sure where to start, take the time to clarify what's important to you. Remember, mutual interest is the foundation of every great relationship. Isn't it so much easier to connect with someone who likes the same things as you? By taking the time to set specific goals, you remove any ambiguity. You'll be able to take the right action and connect with like-minded people much faster. Tip number 3 is to ask for feedback. If you want to figure out how to be more social, you need to be aware of how others perceive you. You might be doing some things unknowingly that are putting people off. Remember, you don't know what you don't know until someone shows you how. That's why it's so important to get some feedback. For starters, you can ask people you trust how you're coming across socially. Get them to tell you what your strengths and weaknesses are. After you've gotten a few responses, look for common themes. And then, make adjustments accordingly. Keep an open mind and not take anything personally. Whatever feedback you get, learn from it and implement it right away. Tip number 4 is to let others see the real you. Most people who are socially anxious tend to worry too much about what others think. They're so afraid of looking bad, that's why they remain quiet and just keep to themselves. If you're wondering how to be more social, you have to accept who you are. Be vulnerable and let others see the real you. Remember, nobody likes people who are fake. When you don't pretend to be someone you're not, you come across more relatable to others. That's why you have to embrace your quirks. It doesn't matter if you're into nerdy stuff like cosplay, video games, or comic books. The world will be a boring place if we're all trying to be like each other. Also, there's no way you'll be able to get along with everyone you interact with. It doesn't matter who you are and what you do. Some people will like you, some won't, and that's totally okay. Your goal should be to become the most authentic version of yourself. And then, find others who will appreciate you for who you are. Tip number 5 is to avoid isolating yourself. Personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with watching television and playing video games. In moderation, they can be good activities to help you decompress. But if you want to learn how to be more social, avoid isolating yourself too much. Remember, nothing happens if you don't leave your house. You'll never figure out how to interact with people if you don't put yourself out there. Keep in mind that building your social confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The opposite is also true. If you don't make time to connect with others, it's easy to fall back into your loner habits. My advice for you is to find ways to integrate socializing into your day-to-day schedule. For example, instead of eating by yourself, have lunch with your coworkers. Sign up for a hiking meetup so you can get some exercise and make friends at the same time. You can also join a co-working space instead of always being in your apartment. You'll want to give yourself as many chances as you can to practice interacting with others. By doing so, it's inevitable that you'll learn how to be more outgoing. Tip number 6 is to take your appearance seriously. As the saying goes, you never get a second chance to create a great first impression. That's why you have to take your appearance seriously. Whether you like it or not, we all make snap judgments about people right away based on what we see. That's why you have to improve your style and work on your grooming as well. That being said, make sure your clothes are clean, well-fitting, and appropriate for the occasion. To appear more friendly, always have an open body language. You can do this by standing up straight and keeping your arms to your side. Remember to maintain eye contact and have a genuine smile on your face. By presenting yourself well, you'll look a lot more approachable. People will assume positive things about you, and your interactions will go a lot smoother. Tip number 7 is to question your limiting beliefs. Most individuals who never learn how to be more social tend to exaggerate failure in their heads. They often assume the worst case scenario without challenging their assumptions. In fact, this reminds me of a client that I worked with before. Due to past trauma, he literally thought that people were going to spit at him if he tried talking to them. As crazy as it sounded, he believed that to be true. Imagine all the opportunities he already missed out on because he never questioned his limiting beliefs. To overcome your shyness, you have to gradually expose yourself to situations that you're afraid of. For example, let's say you're terrified of talking to strangers. To help you overcome that fear, take the smallest action that you're capable of. For starters, just try making eye contact and smiling at people who walk past you. Once you're comfortable doing that, say hello and ask them how their day is going. Later on, you can make small talk and figure out how to keep a conversation going. If you want to know how to stop being socially inept, lower the bar and begin where you're at. And then incrementally make things more challenging for you. In fact, doing things that make you feel uncomfortable is one of the best confidence building exercises that I know. You'll prove to yourself that you're capable of going for what you want if you set your mind into it. As a result, you'll improve your self-image and raise your self-esteem. Tip number 8 is to go to the right places. Figuring out how to be more social isn't as complicated as most people make it out to be. If you're shy or introverted, where you go to interact with people makes a huge difference. If you don't want to go to bars and clubs to socialize, you don't have to. You just have to be more intentional with regards to where you meet people. The best way to do this is to add a social component to your passions, hobbies, and interests. For example, if you like dancing, take salsa lessons. If you want to meet more artistic individuals, sign up for a painting class. If you want to connect with other active people, join a fitness boot camp. Do you see how that works? Remember, you can't be good at everything. Set yourself up to succeed socially by leveraging your strengths. That way, you can figure out how to meet like-minded people while doing something that you enjoy. Tip number 9 is to not take rejection personally. If you're wondering how to be more social, you can't keep playing it safe. You have to build your courage and push yourself outside of your comfort zone. The way I see it, you can't take rejection personally. First of all, you just have no idea what's going on in people's lives. Maybe they were having a bad day when you tried talking to them. I know for me, I'm not in a very social mood if I'm not feeling all that great. The next time someone turns you down, be empathetic and put yourself in their shoes. Remember, you can believe anything that you want. You might as well come up with more empowering stories to make sense of your circumstances. The better you are at handling rejection, the faster you'll succeed socially. Tip number 10 is to create your own plans. Most individuals who find it difficult to make friends tend to be too passive. If you want to know how to be more social, don't just wait for people to invite you out. Instead of complaining that you're home alone on a Friday night, do something about it. Take the initiative, create your own plans, and ask people to join you. For example, you can organize a happy hour at a trendy restaurant, and then hit up your existing network to see who wants to come out. Encourage them to bring a friend as well so you can meet more people. If you're wondering how to improve your social life, host your own events as much as you can. By doing so, that's how you get invited to more parties. Naturally, those who come to your get-togethers will want to reciprocate and include you in their plans as well. Imagine a compounding effect if you do this regularly. If you're wondering how to create an active social life, this is one of the best ways to do it. If you're shy and technically skilled and you want to know how to approach and talk to anybody, remember to download your free social confidence cheat sheet. The link is in the description below. If you're tired of struggling socially and you want to learn more about our social skills coaching program, book your free consultation today and let's connect. The link is in the description below as well. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who you know could benefit from it. Alright, that's it for me for now, and I'll see you in the next video.